I like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Welcome to the Turnbuckle podcast with your host, How y'all doing, y'all? Sorry about no episode on Wednesday or Thursday. You know, I didn't watch a lot of AEW, and I didn't want to half-ass it, so apologize for no episode. So, but let's get into it. Smackdown was pretty good. But you know, from what I've seen for AEW. I seen the interview with Samoa Joe, and where Swerve came out and everything. I seen where Swerve had Heyman and Hook came out. You know, so I seen that. I seen some matches. You know, but not enough to talk about it. So again, I didn't want to half-ass giving you an episode of stuff. And, you know, so here I am now. So I said SmackDown was good. SmackDown was good. It was good. It was good. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't an 8. You know, I wanted to. It was like a 7, like a 6, like 6.5, something like that. In between, you know. First I want to start off with the whole injuries that's what happened lately. Because we got one on SmackDown. On this episode of SmackDown. And we got one, we even got one at the house show, because Jay got hurt. Corey J got hurt. They was down here in Florida. So, that happened. And, you know, and then a couple of weeks ago, it happened. Like we don't need no injuries going in WrestleMania, man, or the Royal Rumble. You know, we don't need all the injuries that starting to happen, because usually the injury happens coming down the stretch. So I hope that doesn't start happening. You know, but let's get on to it. So at first, there was gonna be a match between Grayson Waller versus Cameron Grimes, but it didn't happen. Cameron Grimes got jumped by Solo and Jimmy, and then Austin Theory and Waller got out the ring, you know, and then Paul Heyman came in the ring, and he was talking about how there's no chance for the Rock, not the Rock. There's no chance for Roman to win his match at the Royal Rumble when there's a fatal 4-way, which all that means is Roman's gonna win. But so they came out and they talked, and then Nick Aldis came out, and when Nick came out, Nick told him that you keep interfering in my matches, you know, and you don't have to worry about interfering in the main event, because the Bloodline's in the main event against AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and LA Knight. And then he said the Bloodline will be in that match, and then him said, but you know Roman Reigns is not here, right? I do know that, you know, so which is a problem, you know. Always a problem. But, you know, he says, since he's not here, you gotta find a partner. So they had to find a partner. And if they did find a partner, it was gonna be a handicap match. So there was that. And, you know, The Bloodline do need another member. They really do. But I don't know where they're gonna find that at. So can't be Jay, can't be Sammy. So they do need another member, like to go with the situation going on because it's Roman's not gonna be there. Then what? So you know, um, but let me say something about Cameron Grimes. It's just bad timing. Like it's just bad timing. Like hopefully after the Rumble they can find something for Cameron Grimes to do. Right now it's just bad timing right now for him with the Rumble and then the Elimination Chamber pay per view and then WrestleMania. It's just bad timing trying to find him something to do right now. Like he's just in the win right now until they can do something after Rumble. I mean that Rumble or WrestleMania. Right now he's just in the win. Like Triple H them got better things to do than finding Cameron Grimes something to do. And it might sound cold blooded, but it's the truth. Like you can't find stuff for everybody to do uh, all at once. You know, like certain people take the certain people take up the field. You know, and Cameron Grimes is not one of these guys to take up the field right now. Like it's such to say, but it just ain't his time right now. It's just not his time. And hopefully after Mania, they can find him something to do. But we'll see because then again, some people finna get called up. Some people finna get called up, and he might get lost in the field again because you got Kamala Hayes, who was on the show. You got Hayes, you got Ron Breaker, so. Hopefully they find him something to do, but you never know. But as of right now, this is nothing for him to do right now. This is nothing for Cameron Grimes to do, or he's not the prime priority to find something to do for. He's not Dragon Lee. He's not Gunther. He's not um, Carmelo Hayes. He's just not that guy right now. I like to a certain extent. I think they called him up too soon. I think they called Cameron Grimes up too soon. Right, and if he was 18, if he was in NXT still, he'd be doing something. But they called him up, and then he was just there. He was just there. For a minute, he was just in the back. Because Vince McMahon didn't like him. You know, um, so he was just there. He was just there doing nothing in the back. Then now, Triple H is in charge, and it's still a problem. Like he's in TV time, but he's jobbing or getting taken out, which is I mean, it all leads to there's nothing for him to do right now. There's nothing for him to do right now to make that happen. So hopefully after Mania, that can happen then. So after that, we got into the first match. It was a tag match. It was LWO versus Gaza and Umberto. The new group with Escobar. So um, it, it was a good match. It had like 10, 15 minutes. It did what it was supposed to do, and it did what it was like. It led it up to Khalito coming out at the end and attacking um, Escobar. because that's about was on commentary. So it it it. it, it it did well. I thought it was a DQ, but it wasn't a DQ. Like Humberto and Hernandez, they won. They won. Like they won the match. So um, but it was like 15 minutes. It was like 10, 15 minutes of the commercial, and they got time. They got time. LWO was in NXT, and they did this wonderful, wonderful springboard like out of the ring. I mean, he flew. He flew. But it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was a good match. The right team won. Like Ashley Barr's team should win. They're the stable that's getting pushed more than LWO. Um, but you know, it was a good match. Then we got backstage with Jimmy, Solo, and Paul. And Jimmy said he was worried about finding a partner, and then Solo said he wasn't worried, and then Paul said he could find somebody. Paul said that everybody's been wanting to get into the bloodline and stuff like that, which is not true. You know, like Jimmy was worried because they don't jump to everybody. They don't beat everybody up. You know, so, but then we had the next match we had Bailey versus Bianca, and it was a good match. They got 20 minutes, and it was the best match on the card. All right, it was the best match. It was the best match on the card, and they looked good together. We all know Bailey for the get jumped out of damage control, right? Like it's gonna happen, right? It's time for Bailey to turn face. Now, listen again. I said this before. I don't think Bailey should be. I don't think she should be the chick, the hug or with the balloon. I don't think she can go back to that. But it's time to be a face now. We don't know what's gonna happen though. Like if she's gonna do it on her own, is she gonna have help from Naomi and Sasha? They keep saying Sasha signed to AEW. I mean to AEW. Like they keep saying that, but I'm in the you gotta show me right now. All right, like you gotta show me because the fact that they said Punk wasn't coming back. They said he wasn't coming back, and poof, he's back. So I'm finna. You gotta show me that Sasha is coming. Is in AEW, and they had for all intents and purposes they had chances to do it, and Sasha and Bailey was together at on the red carpet recently for a movie thing. So they just don't have to show me. But I think it's time for Bailey to turn face. Not the face she was before she turned heel. Not that face. That face is not it. I want to see what she comes up with though. I'm a fan of Bailey. I'm always the one. I'm a fan of her. Uh, so I'm looking forward to see what happens with her. And going from there, and going from there for more with her. So, but like I said, it was a good match. Bianca won. She won because Bailey was looking for help from damage control, and they were just out there. They was there, and the thing is, Bailey's always helping them. You know, whether they ask for it or not. Like she's always trying to help them win. And none of them tried to help her win. So and then when we went to the back, she was trying to figure out what the hell happened. And then the guy put her to the side and explained to her all this crap. Like, what lets you know the fix is in. The fish is in. Like, we'll let you know ahead of time the fish is in. So then we got that, and then we get more backstage, and Carmelo Hayes is in the back with Nick Aldis, the GM manager, um, and Nick is telling Carmelo like he's very impressed with him, and it's time for Melo to join. And before we got it out, Austin Theory and Waller came out of nowhere and started making fun of Carmelo Hayes and stuff. Carmelo Hayes told him, "Hey, I beat you, bruh. You know, so if you want to run this back, we can do this." And Carmelo Hayes was ready, and Grayson Waller was like, "Nah. You know, I had my match. So I can't." All that. He was making excuses, and then he put Austin Theory in the match instead. And Austin Theory was like, "What? What? Are you serious?" But the Austin Theory said, "All right, I'm gonna do it." So that was the match. That was the match that that match got booked. So when that got booked, we got what else did we get before this match? Um, I don't know, but I talk about this match now because uh yeah, okay. So that match started, and there was a scary spot um before the other scary spot in this match. Carmelo went for his leg drop, and Austin Theory took it wrong. He took it wrong, and that part looked scary too, like a scary mistake too. But they was okay on that one there. And then this match was doing good, and then all of a sudden after the commercial break happened, um, also Theory went for one of his moves, like it was some kind of move he tried to do off the top rope, and they just fell wrong, and Austin Theory landed on his head, and the same thing would have happened with Carmelo Hayes, but Carmelo Hayes he ducked, like he ducked under the move, and he didn't hit his head like Austin Theory did, you know. Like, but the ref stopped the match after that. Like he completely stopped the match because he seen what happened. Like he literally seen what happened, and they had to stop the match. Um, but it was, but I again, this gotta stop happening. They gotta be more careful on what they doing. Like they really do. I understand they want to look good in the ring and had these spots and stuff like AEW do sometimes, or enough, you know. But they got to be more careful on what they're doing because man, that was scary. Like both of them are okay, but that was really scary, you know. So I'm glad no one got hurt and they both can move on. Because Austin Theory he laying on his head. So I'm happy both of them are okay though, and I'm happy no one got hurt or hurt their neck or broke their neck and stuff because man that was scary. That was real scary. So then we got another backstage. Oh, okay. We got we got a promo from Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. They was in a bar, and Tyler Bates was telling Pete Dunne, "Hey, we need to keep doing this. We need to keep doing this, man. You know, like we need to tag some more. And Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne was saying, nah. You know, we gotta do our own thing, stuff like that. And then Pete Dunne said, uh, the Rollins Roots is in the past, and um, he said something else about something being in the past too. But Ball, the Brawling Brutes are no more. Like they ain't a group no more. I don't know what's up with Sheamus, and I don't know what's up with well, he's that second part of it. It's an NXT, so it look like that. It look like that's gonna happen. NXT for him. Then Pete Dunne, and then Tyler Bate said you got to get back to what you was doing before, man. Like you need to pull that name that who you were before. And Pete Dunne was about to say a name, and we all know what name he was gonna say. All right, we getting back to the nitty gritty. We getting back to the roots. We getting back to that name. That name. We getting back to Pete Dunne, and that's what we need. We need Pete Dunne. We need Pete Dunne back. So that happened, and you know I'm glad they slowly going into that, and slowly going into that. So after that, Paul told Jimmy and Solo that he couldn't find nobody. I mean, because Paul tried, and Paul tried with Bobby. Paul tried with Carlito and LWO, and all of them told him no. Hell, even pretty uh, deadly, said they would help, but once they said, once they found out it wasn't a tag team, they kind of ruled out the way too. So Paul tried. Speaking of Bobby, there was a statement with Bobby and the Street Profits, and they got a name now. Um, Pride, United Pride, something like that, which is okay. It ain't the best name, but at least it's a name. And then uh, I'm not. I forgot what the name of his group is. The final chapter, or the final testament. There we go. It's called the final. His group is called the Final Testament. So both got new names. Um, and I'm okay with what happened with the statement from both groups. But nothing really happened. We just got a name. Like Bobby them didn't even say their name. Like like we found out about that on social media. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But the statement with at least there was a statement for it though. Then we got into the main event. Um, and but so back to the whole Paul Heyman and situation. Jimmy said he was worried, and Solo said he wasn't worried. So Jimmy said I'm not worried either. All right, and then when Orton came out, so AJ and LNA was already in the ring. So when Orton came out, Jimmy and Solo jumped Orton and took him out. So it was a tag team match after that. So then after that, we got 25 minutes, two commercial breaks. The match was okay, but the match also served its purpose. I mean, the match wasn't bad, wasn't great. It was a decent tag team match. Orton came back at the end, and got the save and won from the team. Now, what happened afterwards is what we need to talk about. Uh, AJ, LA Knight, and Orton worked together. They took out Jimmy, and then they took out Solo, and then they beat up Jimmy and they're like a outside the ring, and then they pretty much took out Solo, and they used the triple power bomb move and put Solo through a table. So the shield and all that, all that good stuff. So they can't do that. When I say they, the Bloodline can't do that right now because they ain't enough members to do it. You know, even with Roman's being there, it's still not enough. Well, yeah, hey, they can do it with Roman's there. You know, but it was a seed right there. You know, it was a seed for Roman because there's only two members of the Shield left in WWE, Seth and Roman. So there was that. Good goose head. Uh, Match was okay. Like I said, like the statement at the end was better than the match. So, but good episode. Oh, yeah, and there was also a promo with KO and Logan Paul, and Logan Paul wasn't there, of course. This is why I want Paul. This is why I want Kevin Owens to win, but it's not gonna happen because Logan Paul wants Kevin Owens to not use not have the bracelet on his hand. So the seed's been planted on how KO's gonna lose. The seed is planted how he's gonna lose. So but KO wasn't there either. So but next week both of them are gonna be there, and Kevin Owens is gonna have the Owens show, and Paul's gonna be on there. What else? The women's tag team titles are gonna be on the line. Um, and that's week 2. So we got some matches leading up to SmackDown next week. But good show. Good show. Roman's gonna be there next week too. So everybody gonna be on SmackDown this week. Cause that's a go home show. Is it a go home show? Oh no, I don't know if this is a go home show, but Roman's gonna be there next week for a contract signing with AJ Orton and LA Knight. So there's that. So they got some stuff set up for next week already. They're probably gonna take 2 episodes next week again. All right. So because like I said, once you have Roman there, it's best just to do some stuff with him while you're there, because you ain't gonna have that next week. I mean, have it the following week. So it's best to get it out the way while you can. But like I said, show was good. I mean, we got wrestling. So go ahead and not. Let me go ahead and not my problem. It was only one women's statement. Damage control. If you want to count the backstage thing, then it was 2, but it was the same people. So yeah. I guess that was my only gripe. I mean, the Cameron Grimes thing was a problem too. So, but 6.5 to a 7 at the most. But there was wrestling. They didn't bullshit us with just a match here and a match there, and then that was it. So there was actual wrestling there. It would have been more without the stoppage of the Carmelo Hayes and Austin Theory match, which that's why I was right, because of the fact that they got to be more careful in the ring. They just do. Alright? I get people make mistakes, and that's cool, but if you don't have these moves that causes these mistakes, maybe Austin Theory should do that move anymore. I'm not saying water him down, but we just gotta be more careful. Really do, because Vinci's out for God knows how long, because he got a concussion, and even though Austin Theory and Melo, okay, can they wrestle next week? And maybe that's a problem in itself right there. Maybe they're not in the ring as much as they should be. I don't know about Carmelo Hayes, because he's in the ring a lot. Talking about not even. I can say what I want to say, because Carmelo Hayes hasn't wrestled in how long? But I will say this. I'm glad they're using him more on the main roster. You know, I like the fact that what they're doing with that. I like the fact that they're once they got a feeling that once they got a feeling that they're going to call somebody up, they ease them in there. You know, they ease them in there and stuff like that. You know, so people can get a feel for them and know who they are. You know, they did that with Dragon Lee, and they were doing that with Kamala Hayes now, which is good. Because Kamala Hayes' time is up in NXT real soon. Like, like they're gonna use they're gonna have that match with Kamala Hayes and Trick Williams, and then they're gonna like push Carmelo Hayes to the main roster full time, and he's gonna be on SmackDown. So another thing, when is Umberto time? I mean, Andrade coming? When is Andrade coming? Like I know he's coming, and he's gonna be on SmackDown. His Charlotte's on SmackDown. That's where his wife was at. Whoever didn't know that, like Charlotte and Andrade are married, and that's why he want to come back to WWE. I mean, that's part of the reason why he would come. That's part of the reason why he want to come back to WWE. The other reason was he wants to be in WWE. He wants to get used right. So maybe they wait to maybe they wait until the Rumble. You know, for like a surprise appearance. So maybe they doing that with him. You know, so we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, good show. 6.5, 7. I can't go no higher than that. I can't. It wasn't like it wasn't a 8. It wasn't like a 7 at the most, and at the least it was like a 6. So good show. Like mid show, mid. There we go. But make sure y'all watch EFBC. Make sure y'all watch New Breed. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. I enjoy, which I'm gonna watch tonight too. TNA has a pay-per-view tonight, so I'm gonna watch that. I enjoyed all the titles, the new titles I enjoyed all the new titles. Like the new title, like TNA has the best titles going on right now. Like I think they were good before they changed them. I think I think the Impact titles had the best designs, and now I think AEW and AEW, sorry, Samoa Joe has a new belt, so it's okay. But TNA has the best design titles right now, all of them, all of them are good. I like every design. Even the title that they don't make sense to have around, like that has a nice design. So I enjoyed the titles from TNA. The last one they got to do is the women's tag team title, which they will show tonight. Sorry, they show the pay-per-view tonight. So looking forward to that. But make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch New Breed and the content we got on the show. Make sure y'all watch EFBC in general. This is the Hired Gun, and I'm out. God bless.